Hi, good morning all. Today we talk about the Spring Boot REST API. Okay, API means what? API means the application programming interface. Okay, application programming interface. Interface means currently I and you are communicating in the English language. Okay, that means for one point to the second point need interaction, then certain interface should be defined. Okay, but in a programming world or in a software industry, one system need to communicate with the some interfaces is required. Okay, so that interfaces is known as a API, means application programming interface. The guidance for system A need to communicate with the system 2. The interface is known as a API. Okay, application programming interface. The question came is what is meaning of a RESTful, because we are seeing the REST APIs. Okay, there are two types of API, like REST API and SOAP API. REST API is a representation of a state transport API. That means there are certain rules and regulation and guidelines defined by REST to communicate system 1 to system 2. That is known as a REST API. Okay, that's the basic thing about REST API. What is represents state transfer, and API is application program interface. The point system 1 need to communicate with system 2. There are certain rules, regulation and guidelines are defined. For all that they are calling RESTful. And certain API, there are levels, means if certain, like HTTP client, if you know about the history of the programming, then first in a Java, if you have the idea, we are writing the socket to socket communication, means socket 1 communicate with the socket 2. This is the system 1 and this is the system 2. Okay, earlier they communicate with the system, but in a network, the point to point communication, it's required a huge traffic and bandwidth. So the protocol are defined, means this is at a socket level, but at a network level, transport level, application level, there are certain protocols. So these wrap into HTTP. Okay, in HTTP protocol communication one system to another system. In that there are certain standards, means if you are communicating in HTTP and if you follow certain 1 2 3 4 rules, that means you are communicating in a RESTful standard way. Okay, in a RESTful standard way, that means REST API. We'll check what are the rules. We are saying that if you follow that means the communication will convert into RESTful. Okay, at a level 0 we talk about, at a level 0, that is the simple plain object XML format, means at a normal HTTP call we can add that at a level 0. Then level 1, level 2, each level we are going upward thing, means at a level 0 there are plain RPC call, like remote procedure call, means like I already talked about the socket to socket programming. After that certain standards are defined, like resources means like product, employee, student, these we are calling as a resources. So we are accessing the data through the resources, that means level 1. HTTP verbs, that means certain rules we are following to call the HTTP way. And headers is the HTTP means the standard we are putting. We will discuss in a detail about, but this is just a diagram. And level 1 to level 3, it's an upscaling, means from 1 to if you follow the certain rules, we can easily jump from the level 1 to level 3. What are the rules? Yeah, we will check just in below. Okay, so yeah, in a level 0, that means only here we talk about that remote procedure call, RPC call will be there, or the if you are doing the HTTP calls, that means that in that only post call will be there, means only we are using post call from one system to another system to call. Okay, this is the second system, and this is the interface we defined. Apart from data, we are sharing into plain object XML, means in a data, suppose this system want to communicate with this and send certain events to this network. In that we are sending that into XML, plain object XML box format data. The request look like that. This is a post request, so post HTTP localhost 8080, this is our port, this is localhost system, and customers we are calling this way, we are calling that and getting the data from the system in a XML format. This is the level 0. So at the starting we are at, if certain there are very basic rules, if you follow, then we can jump on a level 1. So in a level 1 all the data is in a resource, like I already said that product is a resource, student is a resource, employee is the resource. Whatever entity we are seeing in our application in RESTful, we are calling that as a resource, and through that we are getting the data. And okay, so the resources data is identified by the resources, and here also we are only using the post data to create and retrieve the data. Using the post method we can create and retrieve the data. No specific methods and response here we are calling at a level 1. Okay, apart from these there are certain standards in a level 1, like in a AND we are doing the logically grouping. Slash means hierarchical relationship, means product under mobile, then we can say under mobile there is some smartphone or smartphone kind of thing. So we are doing logically grouping. Hierarchical relationship will be there. Dot and colon is non-hierarchical relationship. This is the readability purposes. Hyphen and minus thing, and here we are passing like name is equal to Sachin, or name is equal to Samsung company, or that kind of thing we are passing in a request, like a parameter, header parameter we are passing here. Avoiding the file extension, we are not putting file extension in like Sachin.txt, that kind of thing we are not passing to the header. Yeah, that's fall into level 1 criteria. Here also, if you follow certain rules, we can easy to jump on a level 2. It's very easy to go on a level 2 because here we are just using HTTP verbs, means whatever the request types like get, put, push, delete, headers, optional, all these methods we are just using here. Means if you want to read the data for read, you are using the get thing. If you want to create or update certain, you can use put and post thing, post request header format. If you want to this is for create and update. If you want to delete, you can just hit delete kind of HTTP request, delete request to delete the data or remove the data from system. Okay, apart from that, this is the protocol property we are following. All the options and patch, all the method we are using as per our need. Apart from this, if in this level we are using status code also. Means if you have successfully returned the data, that means 200 means successfully we are receive the request or process the request. Okay, process the request. But in case of successfully created, we should rate 201. If application is server is not responding, that means 404, and if processing error, that means 4x and 5x error not available in case of not available, and this is not able to process. Okay, not able to process means our application is up but not able to process this request that came under 5xx bucket. So yeah, based upon our request, we can use 2xxx, 3xx and 4xx under this, like 2xx, 3xx, 4xx and 5xx. All the things we are using here. We already covered HTTP protocol properties. These are the multiple properties are there, and HTTP request type we are using. So yeah, most of the application currently at a level 2, but there are to move on a level 3, there are certain strict rules and guidelines are there that need to be followed, and then only we are saying our application is a fully RESTful API, or we are supporting fully RESTful standards API. Okay. So at a level 3, yeah, we will discuss that. This is in a level 3 hypermedia controls we are providing. Like I had us also saying the same. Like here I will go on point by point. So headers should follow. Every API should document it. Means if you are saying /products, okay, this is the API and this is a get API. So in a response, you should document. Okay, in a response, you should document what are the things. Means here meta, suppose meta is the parameter, and here you should provide the details under the product. What are the API is there, and just an example like products. If I call as this is an ID, then all the details you will get. If you call here the specification, then that products only specification will come in a specification. If you called the technical specification, that only will receive at there. So whatever are supported under the products, all things you should return in a meta or in a hyperlink format. Means here you should provide one link or example kind of there. And it's a self documentation. Means when you return when you at a level 3, you need not to prepare a documentation, because the API itself provide all the details of your API. Response is a JSON formatted and self documented hypermedia data is there. So and level 3, it's not needed to prepare the documentation, because API is already well documented and well format. The JSON formatted responses are there. So user can after hitting the products, I have the whole idea what are the certain things are covered under the product API. Means in a products, if I pass ID, I will get the product details. If I pass specification, I will get all the dimensions and technical specification and all price distribution, everything. And if I call technical, I will get only the technical specification. So this way under the products, I will get all the information in JSON response itself. Okay, that's the level 3, and this is the highest level of Richardson maturity model. This maturity model tells like a RESTful API, is it a RESTful API, and currently at what level the REST API is mature. REST API is okay. So Richardson provide this maturity model. That's why we are calling Richardson mapper. We'll just revisit about the level wise, but before we are going to the level 1, we should always think about the consumer purpose. Means if the two systems are connected with each other and the latency is not required, then always we are connected with the RPC, because two systems are internally connected. But suppose this is the UI and UI are connected with the system, or any app is connected to system, that time we should think about the UI developer. He required all the documentation. So at that level, our API should at level 2 or a level 3. So that way, it's not that at which level we are. actually who is consuming and what is important for that system is more important, because here latency is matter. Okay, because two systems are connecting, but UI and API are calling to the system. That means this is a different UI developer and different API developer. So they want the UI information. If you are not providing the API information in details, then their lack of two back and forth will happen, and the development cost, or either say the development type get better, and if handshake is not well present, that also issues came. Okay, that's why I'm saying consumer first. We'll go on a level by level one. Just to recap about it, at level 0 it's RPC or HTTP call. It's a single URI and a single HTTP method, post method getting called. At a level 1, many URI supports and single HTTP post method is getting called. Here purely HTTP call should happen. At a level 1, many URI is supported and multiple HTTP methods and status codes are supported here. And at a level 4, many APIs, multiple HTTP method, multiple HTTP statuses we can define. Apart from that, resource describe own capability, like I already explained that resource describe his own capabilities, what he can do with this resource and how to interact with that resource. So already everything is documented through the it will get in a response. That's it for the Richardson maturity model, or we can talk about the Java Spring Boot REST API. Thanks all, bye bye.